Welcome to another episode of What to Wear. And this week's question comes from Kim K via kimmyerin.com. She wants to know which buttons to button on a cardigan and wear for which body type. It feels like sometimes I don't look pretty when I don't button it the right way. I know it sounds confusing, but cardigans can also be confusing. And there are so many different types, but I'm going to concentrate on the two most popular and show you what to wear. Let's talk about how to buy a cardigan. I have a major pet peeve and it's all about the buttons. Men, women, everyone of the world, before you buy a cardigan, please check out the buttons. If they look like they're contrasting too much, if they look cheap, if they're like icky, pearly, gross pearl, you know what I'm talking about? Like thin, they break, ugh. There's nothing worse and more outdated. So let's start with the crew neck cardigan. Though it's not very common, that's kind of why I love it. I love the look of a completely buttoned up crew neck. It almost replaces a crew neck t-shirt, but it has a little bit more to it. Now, what we can also do is unbutton 1, 2, and then the 3Z's is going to reveal a fantastic silk camisole. And I think what's really key about this is not to match color and fabric. You know, that thing that was like a shell from like the 80s and 90s. Let's never bring it back. So another way you can wear it is just to do the top. This is really cute for smaller chested girls because the cardigan will kind of jump over. Now you can also not put your arms in it and just let it sit over your shoulders as well. Super adorable. So I've just styled the cardigan with a work shirt underneath. If you have more of a straight body and need a little bit of curve, then that's where you take the button right underneath the chest line and across the ribs and button it there. Then you have that hourglass shape. If you have more of a curve and you need to hide some of it, that's when you leave it open and you'll find that the cardigan just hides straight on your body. So I've just styled her in a gorgeous V-neck short cardigan. V-necks are really good for a bigger chested woman because of where it draws the attention on the upper side, but you need to not only be cautious of the shoulder and make sure that it's fitted perfectly, but you also need to make sure where it hits on your hip. Now, my tip is to make sure you feel right where the upper part of your hip bone is, and just underneath that is where it should usually hit. Now, if you wanna go with a longer cardigan, just make sure it hits underneath your tushy. So V-neck cardigans look amazing worn open, over dresses. I love them over dresses. Cute skirts, over another cardigan. Get creative. Honestly, there really isn't a wrong turn if it's right for you. Make sure you come back next week and again and again and again for more Kimmy Erin, and feel free to ask any questions in the comments below. See you next time. Smooches.